Hey everyone, so this is an all over body workout that's going to help strengthen you, tone you and leave you feeling great. It's a mat Pilates workout for you. Remember, work within your limitations, follow the modifications that apply to you, and if something doesn't feel right, stop, have a rest and continue when you're ready. Enjoy your workout and be sure to let me know how you got on at the end. Okay, we're going to lift up out of the hips. We're going to stand up nice and tall. What are we going to do today, huh? Make sure you can feel your feet flat on the floor, okay? Your big toe, all your toes right round to the little toe, the outside of the foot and the heel. Let's roll the shoulders gently and start to get our body moving from the top all the way down to the bottom. Let's take a deep breath in and bring the arms up. Deep breath out, we're going to come straight back down the same way. And we're going to do that again, breathing in as we lift the arms. Remember, the shoulders and arms are relaxed. And once more, breathing in, lengthening the spine, and deep breath out, take it down. Now out to the side, breathing in and out. And breathing in and out, filling the lungs all the way up and then making sure we empty them completely. And deep breath out. Good. Drop your chin to your chest now. And then arching the back, we're going to roll down. So if you're usually stretching backwards, make sure that you do. Deep breath out as we come back up. And standing nice and tall, lift up out of those hips as you come to the top. Let's go again. Remember, shoulders and arms are relaxed. They just hang underneath you. And deep breath out, slowly back up, keeping the arms and shoulders relaxed. And stand tall. We're going to do that once more. Deep breath out, chin to the chest. Arch the back and roll down. Breathing in and breathing out, slowly back up. And standing nice and tall. Good, arms out to the side. Now a little twist to the right. Remember, don't go too far. We want to keep the hips facing forward. So just take a moment to feel what your body is doing. If you can feel your legs or your feet moving at all, the weight changing at all, then you know you've gone too far in your twist. Let's do it once more to each side, slowly round. And around to the other side. And back to the front. And arms down. Good, let's do some rises now. So I'm going to step off the mat, make sure your feet are still hip distance apart. And rising up and lower. Again, you want to feel all the toes push into the floor and the heel, when it comes down, just taps gently. Good, lifting up and up. We're going to add our arms into it now. So as you rise, take the arms up. You might have to slow it down a little bit and slowly down. And breathing in and out. And breathing in and out. And once more, breathing in and out. Good. Keep standing nice and tall. Right leg out to the side. Small lift and slide it in. And 2 and 3 and 4. One more. 5. Transfer the weight. We don't want to be leaning, okay? Just going to take that weight onto the right leg. Extend the left. Lift and in. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5. Transfer the weight again. Extend and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Transfer and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Good. Right leg now is going to go forward, through the center as a flat foot and back, and only lifting if you can. Okay, if your back or hips are too tight, you might find that you fall forward a little bit. Let's slide through and to the back and through. My foot is only just coming off the floor as well, okay? You don't have to lift it really high. Let's bring it in and change legs. Bring it forward, through on a flat foot and to the back. And through and back. Through and back. Bring it in once more. Right leg and one. Make sure you've got your balance transferred before you start moving your leg as well. Don't rush it. Bring it in and change legs, pulling up tall, 1 and 2, back and 3 and back, and bring it in and shake it out. Good. All right, so they're starting to strengthen up through the hips and the butt there, tops of the legs. Let's grab our elastic, go back to the upper body. All right, we're holding onto the elastic about shoulder distance apart, remembering if you have any shoulder issues, take your hands out wider so that you're not stretching the elastic when you don't need to be. Let's take those arms up now and shoulders down. Elbows are slightly bent. Take the shoulders back and release. Shoulders back and release. So what you can feel happening here is that the shoulder blades in the upper back are moving a little, as well as the front of the chest getting a little stretch there. Let's hold the next one and come over to the side. Good, up and over to the other side. Keep those arms lifted, feel that stretch and stand tall. Shoulders back and release. And 2, we don't want those shoulders creeping up to the ears, so keep your movement small. Last one. Hold it and over to the side for a stretch. Pull up out of the hips and over to the other side for a stretch, and back up and arms down. Pull the shoulders back. The more you stretch the elastic, the harder the arms and shoulders work. So you don't even have to put a stretch in the elastic at all if you don't want to. And bend the knees. And again, and bend the knees. And again, and bend the knees. And again, knees are over the toes, not in towards each other, and stand. Good. Shake it out a little bit because we're going to take it up, stretch it out, and take it down, except for you, Andrea and Alison. Make sure you just bring that elastic around behind you. Okay, so here the arms are long, the elbows are slightly bent, that's locked up. You can see that they're relaxed, okay? Let's squeeze back and bring it in. Again, we're not lifting the shoulders to the ears. You are squeezing those shoulder blades like you're trying to grab a pencil between the shoulder blades. Get a good squeeze. 2. And last one, just hold it there in that little lift, okay? It doesn't need to be very high. I'm gonna get you to bend your knees just a little bit, hinge forward just a little bit, okay? And then we're gonna pulse the arms upwards. So squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stand up tall. Good. Let's bring that elastic up and over the best way you can. So for Alison and Andrea, that are gonna just bring it around like so. All right, you should be feeling a lot more stretched out in the upper body now. So let's hold on to the handles and stand inside the elastic. You still want to have your feet about hip distance apart. All right. Let's put a small bend in those knees, keeping the back upright. Palms are turned, elbows are bent. Let's curl in just as much as we can and then slowly lower down. And again, up and down. And up and down, and up and down. Good. 5 more, and 1. Strong wrists, and 2. Remember, you don't have to get them all the way up. You do want to feel that tension working into your arms though. 2 more. And last one. Good. Turn the palms, stand up, shoulders back, elbows bent, slowly lift. Keep those wrists strong. Don't let the elastic pull. And again. And again. And once more. Good, and bend the knees. Let's curl in again. Feel the pelvic floor lifting, the belly button gently drawing back. And 4. Should be really feeling those arms working now. Remember, if it's getting too much, don't come all the way up, but keep those wrists strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Standing tall, shoulders back and out. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Last one and 5. Good, and shake it out. Good job. Okay, while we are here, let's get those legs moving. Bring your arms in front, put a little bit of tension in them. Okay, bend the knees to release that tension and use your legs to pull it back tight again. And down, pulling up. 1 and 2. Belly button gently drawing back. 3 and 4. Feel the pelvic floor lift. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, and standing tall. See if you can keep that tension, but if you do need to loosen it off, do so. Take your right foot and just put a little bit of a push against it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transfer, and 1, 2, 3, 4. How's the balance going? Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the tension. If you did feel that last exercise in the knees at all, what you will find is that, which leg can we look at? This one I'm standing on, okay? What was happening if you straighten your leg up completely and you lock up that knee really, really tight, that's going to cause a bit of pressure in the knee, because this muscle is so tight and that connects into the knee that when you're pushing, it does put a bit of pressure in there. So we do need to have, when I say a small bend, I mean what they call soft knees, okay? So that's as opposed to completely locked up, okay? If you can see, just have a look at my knees, the very, very small movement, locked up, relaxed, locked up, relaxed. And you can try it as well, just lock it up and then relax them. It's not a complete bend, but it is just that little release there, okay? And that's where we want to have our knees. We'll pop the elastic down now. You can play with that one later. Grab your weights. Let's take a split squat to start with. So that's the right foot forward and the left foot back. A really nice big step. So right away, even with the legs straight, that back heel is lifted off the floor. Then keeping the weight right there in the center of the 2 legs, you're going to bend both your knees at the same time. However, you are going to feel that back leg working, not the front leg, okay? Because that's where your weight is. All right, so if it gets too much on that knee, just come up a little bit higher, but both legs, okay? Don't lean forward. All right, back is upright. We're coming down. 2, 3, 4, and then hold. Good, we're gonna curl those arms in. We're gonna push up to the ceiling, curl in and take it down controlled. And again, pushing up and take it down controlled. Hand up Good. Keep that belly button gently back, tailbone tucked under. That's your support, your balance. Good. And let's release and change legs. Nice big step. Weight is in the center, so if I straighten both legs, back heel is lifted. When you've got your balance, tailbone under, and bend both your knees. Now I can feel it in the back leg. Down as deep as you can for 5 little pulses here. We're not swinging up and down. Good. Now we curl the arms into the shoulders and push up, in and down. And again, up. Make sure you are breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to do this once more. Good, and release. Shake your legs out. Okay, let's take those feet out nice and wide now. Turn them out slightly. Make sure you can feel the outside of the foot on the floor, okay? Not the inside of the foot. So if you're in bare feet or socks, you should be able to feel that. If you are wearing shoes while you're doing this, you probably can't feel that, okay? Let's bring the hands in and elbows out. Remember, elbows are not pointed to the wall behind you, they're pointed to the floor. Let's bend the knees and push the arms up. We'll do 5 more. Because we've got the outside of the foot down into the floor, it means the knees are pulling back, not rolling forward. 2, last one, we hold. We'll bring the arms down and out, and if you need to take the pressure out of the shoulders, lower your elbows a little bit more. Lift your right heel, tap 3 times to the floor. Then lift the left and 3 times to the floor. Good, and pull up. Arms in and gently down. Good, bring your feet in, shake it out. Feet underneath the shoulders now, toes pointed forward. Let's come down and pull up. Good, knees over the toes and lift up tall. Again, when you get to the top, don't lock up those knees. Remember what I spoke about before, don't lock it up. Let's hold. Take your arms down, pull the elbows back gently past the rib cage. I'm not straightening my arms either. 2 more. Last one. Good. Let's come back up. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold again. This time elbows back, pulled in, lengthen the arms. Keep the elbows lifted. Last one. Good, and stand tall. All right, let's pop those weights down, shall we? Give your arms a good shake. Let's have a little stretch and then you can have a drink and we'll roll down. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, breathe in. Deep breath out, stretch right back. And again, so Andrea, you might just want to do, and Alison, you might just want to do the shoulders and gently, not the whole arm. Other way, up. And last one up. Good, arms out to the side, small squeeze back and release, and small squeeze back and release, and arms down. Good, shake it out, grab yourself a drink and then come and stand at the end of your mat before we roll down into our plank. So when you're ready, you're standing at the end of your mat. We're going to stand up nice and tall, remembering as the feet are flat down into the floor. The knees are not locked up, neither are the elbows. Take your chin down to your chest and then chin to the ceiling. Take the chin down to the chest and roll down. Bend your knees at the bottom and walk yourself out into your plank. So come down onto your knees if you need to. Continue forward. If you want to get off your wrists, you can come down onto your elbows. Open up the chest. Tuck the tailbone under gently as you lower your hips into your plank. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now we're just going with a 1-minute plank today. You should be starting to feel the tummy muscles activating. They're starting to switch on, okay? If you can't feel it yet, I want you to come down onto your elbows. You can be in the same position as me, elbows and knees, and you can still feel the tummy working. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. If we overthink tucking the tailbone under, a lot of the time we start to really tighten up the upper back. So if you can feel the upper back getting really tight, you know that you've gone just a little bit too far in the upper body. 15 seconds remaining already. A minute goes fast, huh? 5 seconds to go. Okay, let's take ourselves back into child's pose. Long arm, rest your head down. Then come down onto your tummy, hands underneath the forehead, chin tucked. Relax yourself down towards the floor. All right, take a deep breath out. We're going to lift the upper body off the floor and the legs. And breathe in and lower. If it's hurting your neck and shoulders, you leave your arms on the floor. And if it hurts your lower back, you can always do one leg at a time. Okay? Make it suit you. You need to strengthen at your pace. Deep breath out. And in. And deep breath out. And in. And last one, deep breath out and in. Of course, if you're doing one leg at a time, you may have one more. We'll wait. We'll pop the forehead onto the mat now. I want you to lengthen your arms above your head. I'm going to give you a couple of options here. So Andrea and Alison, you might want to leave your head on the floor because that is going to be a bit of a weight on your arms, and just work within your limitations of how big your movement can be. Okay, so we're going to take the arms just off the floor. Okay, at this stage I'm just going to leave my forehead on the floor. I'm going to swing those arms all the way down and try and bring them behind me, and I'm just going to do 3 to 5 little pulses like I'm trying to clap my hands. You may be able to, and then I'm going to bring my arms back up and around and then lower them down. And then we come up, shoulders draw back and away from the ears. The arms swing down towards the hips, then behind you, trying to pulse them in and out about 3 to 5 times, and then we bring the arms back up. Make sure the arms are off the floor when you do that. You can make it harder by lifting the upper body off the floor the whole time as you do this. Okay, that is completely up to you. Deep breath out and pulsing. Deep breath out and lower down. And again, deep breath out, lift arms down, breathing in gently and breathing out, arms back up and lower down. Let's do it once more. You can feel this through the shoulders. So Andrea and Alison, if you need to stop, make sure you have done. I'm sure you will. And down. Good. We're just going to push ourselves up and back into child's pose now. And then we're going to come onto all fours and get those legs moving. Now, Alison, you can do this down on your tummy. Okay, just follow the leg movements as best you can, all right? So, If we're up on all fours, we're going to have our knees underneath our hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, and shoulders back. I want you to keep your upper body strong and as still as you can. We're going to start by just lengthening out the right leg and then tucking it under and lengthening it out again and tucking it under, keeping everything supported. Of course, Alison, this is not going to work for you. So all you're going to do is a small leg lift, lying on your tummy, Alison, and lifting one leg up and down 5 times, and then we all change to the other leg. Okay, so Alison, make sure your hips are anchored into the floor the whole time. Put your arms where you feel comfortable. Good, there's 5. Okay, let's go first leg again. Lengthen, and 1 and 2, belly button drawing back. 3, you can feel the upper body is working as well here because you are balancing on it. 1 more, bring it in, but we've got to keep that pelvic floor engaged as well so that our back doesn't sag each time we lengthen that leg out. And last one. Good, okay, stay where you are, Alison. Everyone else, give your wrists a little shake. Okay, so Alison, on your next one, you're going to be lying on your tummy. You're going to lengthen your right leg just off the floor, and you're going to take it out to the side and back in. Okay, so little movement out. So you're taking, this is for Alison, okay, lengthen leg out to the corner of the mat and back, okay, keeping the hips anchored into the floor. We're going to do the same thing up on all fours. So shoulders back, lengthen out the right leg, belly button back. Don't move the upper body. Take the leg out to the side and back behind you. Out to the side and behind you. And out to the side and behind you. 2 more times. 1 and 2. Good, and bring it in and change legs. Out to the side and bring it in. And 2 and bring it in. 3, 4, once more, and 5. Good, let's do that again on each side, and 1. So you can feel what's going on through the hips, whether you're on the floor, flat on the floor, or whether you're up on all fours. You need to keep those hips balanced and steady the whole time. Let's do the other leg. 5, upper body nice and still. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and bring it in. Okay, child's pose for everyone. Loosen up the wrists if you've just done that on all fours. Okay, let's turn around, have a seat at the end of the mat. Sit up nice and tall, lifting up out of your hips. So your feet and knees are about hip distance apart, knees pointed to the ceiling, not out to the walls. Sit up nice and tall. Let's make a pistol grip, shoulders are relaxed, hands closer to the body, make it easier for your shoulders, okay? Again, we don't want to lock up those elbows, we need to have them bent. All right, pelvic tilt, lean back, and lift up tall. And pelvic tilt, and lift up tall. Make sure you can feel the belly button gently drawing back to lift that pelvic floor as you come up. Of course, if you need that support for your lower back, you can always do this sitting on a cushion. And lift, and tuck, and lift. We're going to hold the next one. We're going to hold it. So don't go back too far. Lift the arms and point them to the ceiling, and down, and again up and down. Try not to push your upper body through your arms. You've got to bring your arms to your head, not the other way around, okay? Let's do this once more. Good. And pull up tall. Okay, last one is going to be a twist from side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lift up. Take your hands to support your back. Stretch out the legs. Now loosen up right up into the hips. Give it a jiggle. Loosen up the legs. Okay. Legs out in front of you, arms out, pelvic tilt, and we're going to roll all the way down to the floor as slowly as we can. And as we get to the floor, we'll bend those knees to the ceiling, ready to do a bridge. Arms down by your side, breathing in. Breathe out, pelvic tilt. Lift those hips. Breathe in at the top and breathe out, roll back down. And again, deep breath out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And we're going to do one more, so make sure you can feel that spine roll off the floor. And then slowly roll back down. Good, okay. Let's take our hands and support the neck, elbows out to the side. Let your elbows sink down towards the floor. Take your right leg into tabletop. Now you can do this with both legs in tabletop if you want it more challenging. Okay, we're going to curl up and extend the leg out. Keep yourself in a curled position with your elbows out to the wall. Bring the leg into tabletop and extend it out. We're going to do it nice and slowly. Deep breath out and in and in and in. And once more. Bring the knee towards the chest now, same leg. Twist towards it and now extend it out. Bring it in, twist towards it and extend out. And again. Once more. Head can come down as you change legs. Extend the leg out, curling up. And bring it to tabletop, no further, and straight out. Each breath out, you can feel that belly button sinking into the floor. One more. Bring the knee in, twist towards it, and extend. And again. Once more. Head to the floor, leg to tabletop and take it down. Bring the arms out to the side now, palms to the ceiling. Take both legs to tabletop, bring the legs together and twist to the right. Hold and roll through the center to the other side. Remember, we don't want to go too far. Move slowly and with control. And if it's hurting your back, the movement needs to be smaller. And take your feet to the floor if necessary. And last one. And back to the center and bring the knees in. Pull them towards you now. Good, stretch the right leg out, keep hold of the left knee. If it's not going to hurt your neck, you bring your chin into your chest. Otherwise, just leave your head on the floor. Changing legs. Changing legs. And again. Make sure you're not rocking. Keep your back on the floor. Hips anchored down. And last one, bring it in. Head to the floor. Good. Take your hands now and tuck them underneath your bottom. Make sure your arms are long so that your fingertips stick out at the bottom there. And one leg at a time up to the ceiling and turn the feet out. Okay, your lower back should be pushing towards the floor because of your hands under your bum. If your hands are up too high, your back will be lifting. All right, turn your feet out. Take the legs into a V and tap 1 and out. 2. Now you need to know where your legs are going. So this should be a controlled movement. We take the legs, we stop there. Then we bring them in and stop there. It's not like really fast, okay? You're going to do yourself an injury, groin or inner thigh, not comfortable. So control your movement. Stop where you want your legs to stop. Control them, own them, they're yours. 3, 2, and 1, and knees in. This is a rest here. You can let your feet just hang down towards you, or your legs I mean, because then we're going to take our feet back up, pushing those heels towards the ceiling, and we're going to scissor back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and together and in. Good. Ready to go back up again? This time the legs go out and cross, out and cross. Again, control those legs. Know where they're going to stop each time. Okay? Control comes from the center. By strengthening the legs and pushing those heels to the ceiling, you'll be able to control. Last one. Take them out, in together, and knees in again. Good. Let's take those feet down to the floor, bring our hands out from underneath us, stretch out those legs and give them a good shake. Listen up. All right, feet back into position for a bridge. And before we go any further, you're going to take your knees out to the side. Now, if you let them go as far as they can go, you might find, without even realizing it, that one hip or one leg has dropped a little bit lower than the other. So from this position, we're just going to bring those legs in just a little bit so that they're as even as possible. All right, then we're going to do a pelvic tilt and we're going to lift those hips nice and high, leaving the knees pointed out to the side, and then roll it back down. And again, deep breath out, roll it up, breathe in. And breathe out, roll it down. Once more. And up. And down. Good. Bring the knees in. All right, if you need to give those legs another shake, then do that. And then we're going to roll onto our side. Okay, I'm going to get you to keep your bottom leg bent. Your knee is forward, your foot is behind you, and the top leg is lengthened out. Ladies, I want you to lengthen it out as much as you can so that you can try and get your hands in underneath your waist. All right, let's do a single leg lift up. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Keep it long. And 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Stop just off the floor, circle forward, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and take it back, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. Lower down, okay, hand to your ear, and you're going to lift your head and bring your elbow and knee towards each other. So the knee is pointed to the ceiling, not forward, okay? Open that hip and stretch out that leg, making sure that hip comes back up on top. And that's gonna happen by pointing that knee forward again. If your foot is still turned so your knee is pointing to the ceiling, your hip will stay back. You've got to bring that leg around. Can you see the difference? Okay, so we bring it in, knee to the ceiling, knee forward, hip on top. And again, and hip on top. And again, and hip on top. And have a look at that knee as it comes towards you once more. Good, stretch it out, hip on top and take it down. Now we're going to repeat this on the other side. So lie yourself all the way down. Rest that head, lengthen that top leg, tuck your bum under. Bend the bottom leg now so the knee is forward and the foot behind you. And then single leg lift, 1, 2. That tap to the floor each time is really gentle. We don't want to take our weight down into that end of the body. It should be sitting right in the center. 5 more, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Stop just off the floor, lifting that waistline. Circle 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5, and take it back, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, lower down, take the hand, elbow to the ceiling and knee towards the ceiling as they meet, knee forward, and 2, and forward, and 3, and forward. Don't forget to bring that hip on top each time, and last one. Good, and take it down. Okay, from here I'm going to get you to just bring your elbow underneath you, then your hand, and sit yourself up. And we'll go straight into a stretch. So before we start, support your back, loosen up the hips because you've just done a bit of work through there. Stretch out those legs, give them a shake. So before we start stretching behind the legs, we're going to go straight into our hip stretch. So that's the right leg across the body. Pull it back, sit up tall, hug it in. Lift right up out of the hips and turn. Feeling a good stretch coming through the hip area from the lower back and down the leg. Keep sitting nice and tall as you do this. Keep pulling that knee towards you as you do this. And then slowly release. Let's change legs. Take it across the body. Sit up tall, hug it in and turn. Keep pulling that knee towards you. Sitting nice and tall. And release. Shake it out now. Good, let's bring the soles of the feet together. Gently pushing the knees towards the floor, just gentle here. And release. Legs out in front, reach, drop the head and arms. Make sure you can feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, allow your neck and your back to relax a little bit more. You might be able to feel a gentle stretch through the neck area as well. And sitting up nice and tall. Good, give it a really good shake and we're going to come up onto our knees. And then we're going to take that right foot forward. Square yourself up with the floor, lift up and tuck your bum under and hold. Keep lifting. We want to make sure we're getting that stretch in the front of the leg, opening up that hip as well. And release, carefully changing legs now. And lift and tuck, hold it there. And release. Good, all right, let's come into a crouch position now. So we're down as low as we can go. We drop the chin to the chest, then we push the bum to the ceiling. Relax your arms, relax your shoulders, relax your neck. Slowly unroll until you're standing up nice and tall. And lifting out of your hips at the top. Bring the shoulders up to the ears and gently down. Once more, breathe in, slowly up. Nice long breath, slowly down. Feel them drop all the way down. Roll the shoulders forward just a little because we only want to move the shoulders. And then squeezing back. And again, forward. And squeezing back. And relax. Chin to the chest. And chin to the ceiling. Chin to the chest. Chin to the ceiling. And forward. Look over your right shoulder. Round to the left. Round to the right. Round to the left. And forward. Ear down. Over. Over again. And last one. And up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, this is a relaxed stretch here, just gentle. Don't even think about the word stretch, okay? Deep breath in, it's a cool down. Deep breath out, all the way down. Breathe in gently, take the elbows back. And breathe out. Once more, breathing in and out. Breathe in, nice long breaths, and breathe out all the way down. Breathe in all the way back. And deep breath out all the way around. Well done, everyone. Good work, good work. I hope you all have a good day. And look after yourselves. Stay smiling. And I will speak to you all very, very soon. Any questions, you know where to find me. See you later.